Right, hello everyone. Well, it's about 4 o'clock in the evening now, and you're joining me on a local permission to try and thin out a few birds that the farmer's having problems with. Now, I'm going to start using the FX King because I know later on the birds are going to start coming into these trees behind me, and the FX King is perfect for the long range slugging. I've had a little look around at the moment. It's pretty quiet, but as it dulls down from machine work and things, I know the birds will start coming into the sheds. So then I'm going to use the Taipan Veteran 2 Tactical and the 18 grain JSB. So that'll be a bit more safe around the barns, and also it's a bit more light and mobile and perfect for that job, sneaking about and taking opportunist shots. Now, as you can see, I've got the FX King here. I'm using if you could just see that, I'm using a Donny FL Yokozuna on the end to keep things quiet. It's one of my favourite mods. The Sumo was always my favourite, but now I think I'm converted. The modularity of this and the fact that you can have it as a quick detach or threaded just gives it a lot of options, and obviously you can make it as long and as short as you want, and obviously in turn making it longer will make it quieter. But not only that, it affects its barrel harmonics, so playing with the sections you can actually fine tune your accuracy somewhat, so it's worth bearing in mind if you do buy one of these. Going forward, I'm using an Accutac bipod. Now, most of the time I'm just going to be resting this on the flat part on the tree, but I will be getting prone at some point to take some longer range ones, so that's why I've left that on there. You can see the King is in this beautiful Saber tactical chassis. Now, I like this on my gun. I did have a GRS stock, but I love the options that it gives with the rails. You've got a long length of arca on the bottom here. You've also got some slots where you could even add a rail if you wanted to make a longer section. I like keeping the arca as it is. It's perfect for my tripod. And going forward, you've got a little Picatinny section where my bipod's mounted currently. On the side, you've also got M-lock slots if you wanted to put another rail on there to put a torch or another accessory, weights for instance, because this is primarily a bench target setup, but I just love everything about it, that I use it for everything really. I don't mind carrying it around. I don't mind using it I use it on a tripod mainly, so the weight's not really an issue. I've added a Saber tactical vertical grip, as you can see here. Lovely position on that, and a nice little thumb rest for perfect trigger placement. I really like that. Ideal. On top, as you can see, no introduction needed to these scopes. It's the Arken Zulus. This is in the 5-20 variation. I've attached a throw lever. This is just a fishing coaster, I think they're called. I just added that on just for a quick grabbing, and obviously I can get it quickly and focused, nice and sharp image. On the back of the Saber tactical chassis, you've got this adjustable cheek rest, and the same with the butt, which does height adjustment, lovely and soft. If I flip it over, you can see the little levers. You just give that a flick and it drops smoothly up and down. The tolerance levels on these chassis are absolutely sublime. It really is smooth and nice to adjust. I won't show you it because I've got it perfectly for how I like it at the moment. But that's it, that's the setup. This is shooting 30 grain H&Ns. I've spent a lot of time tuning it and getting the ballistics right, and it's perfect. Rail wise, I've put a 20 MOA rail on the Zulus, so if you could just see it there, it's a 20 MOA. The reason why I've put that on is it made it so that the rangefinder is pretty central on mine, even though the gun's got MOA built in. So yeah, that's the setup, guys. I'm hoping we can get a few pest birds for the farmer. We're going to make a start now. I'm just going to sit up behind me, try and pick a couple off. I can actually hear a pigeon or two now, so just thought I'd give you a rundown anyway. It's always nice to know what someone's using. That's the gear. I'll give you a little rundown of the Taipan afterwards as well, and hopefully show you some footage of the rifles actually doing their job. Cheers. Right, first customer, guys. This is 110 metres, very strong left to right wind. Let's try and get a bit click on this. That is howling at the minute. See if this wind just calms down a minute. There. Safety's on. Done. That's a lovely shot. 108 metres, first one. King never lets you down, guys. What a slugger. Well, that's the first customer. You might notice I've changed position. I noticed this trailer blade here, and it's actually given me a really good open look at this paddock here. I've got about 900 acres here, and this little part here seems to get full of birds. The actual cattle sheds are behind me, but they seem to go over there and then fly down as and when. So that pigeon landed up, and yeah, first shot done. So I've just laid out in the open on this trailer, but they don't seem to see me, so I'm going to play it by ear and see if they keep coming in. But at the minute it's perfect. That wind was really howling, so I just had to wait for it to calm down a little bit and then get the hold right. But that pile drived him. Perfect shot. Well, after what seemed a really long wait, one landed up at about 115 metres. I just give it just a smidge too much wind, and I think it's just grazed its shoulder blade here. It flew off unharmed, but a smidge less wind and that would have been an absolute hurler of a shot. But yeah, it's good to get out in the wind, it's good practice. It doesn't daunt me at all really, and as we all know, slugs are great in the wind anyway, but when it's windy as it is now, it's coming in bursts, so you've really got to just try and judge those calmer flat spots and try and shoot when you can really. So anyway, yeah, it's not as fast and furious as I would have wanted it to be, but there are birds about, and I'm sure we'll get a few more as the evening draws in a bit later. Beautiful shot. 141 that one. Lovely. Done. Right, just had a rook land up just on the roof there, and this is the thing that the farmer wants shooting, so it's a nice shot, 66 metres. Wow, that was two nice shots, one at 140ish metres, and then I spun round and a lot of crows and rooks were coming in, so I just took one at 70 metres there. Once that pop went off, the rest have gone. You can silence your guns, you can make them as quiet as you like, but the pop on that slug, it rattles around the whole farm. It's an amazing noise. But yeah, that's a couple we've got now. The King's not missed a beat. I missed that one where it just skimmed its shoulder, but other than that, no, it's good. I like to know that when I miss, it's my fault, and if I put the hours into my guns, I make sure that the guns are shooting right. I spend so much time on targets and stuff and getting the ballistics right and tuning that once I go out, I want it to be bang on, and if I miss, I know it's because of a bad wind call or something from myself. So yeah, I'm really happy. I'm going to stay here. It looks like it might rain, to be honest, but I'm going to stay put. I reckon we're going to get a few in the trees behind me soon, so keep going, fingers crossed for some more action, but so far really happy. Got him! 210 metres. Oh, what a shot. 210 metres on a crow. 30 grain H&N. Happy with that. What a shot. What a gun. Might stand him up and decoy him on there. Right guys, so I just noticed a crow milling along down that back fence hedge line. He's at 210 metres, so I decided to have a go at him. His mate just landed and I got him. I can't believe it. I'm going to go and collect him in a minute and see where I got him, but his mate come down to land with him, and then I folded his mate, and yeah, I don't think he knew what to do. I had a shot at his mate as well, but got the wind slightly wrong and he flew off. But really pleased with that, 210. So yeah, it's very, very quiet. They started landing a bit further away. They obviously know my whereabouts on here. I'm not the most concealed in the world, but I'm having a bit of success and I'm enjoying it. We'll go and get that crow anyway and see where I've got it. It'll be interesting to see where I've connected, but he went straight down. So yeah, buzzing. Another lovely shot. 96 metre headshot, that one. You don't get up from that. Right, let's go and fetch that crow at 210. Right. Just as I got up to go and get that crow at 210, one landed on the roof at 96. Give it a lovely headshot. He literally dropped on the spot, just folded over. So we're on song with this gun. The hours of getting the ballistics right and getting the tune right, it's well worth it. So right, I'm going to spin you around. Oh, I've got some hair over there. I'm going to spin you around. I'm going to have a walk over at 210 and see if we can find this crow that I nailed in the backfield. Now, if anyone's thinking about getting an Arken Zulus, mine's the 5 to 20 model, and I've got the 3 to 12 on my Taipan, which is ideal for closer range work, and you can still shoot up to 100 metres nicely with it. It's still clear enough, but the bigger field of view is perfect for the Taipan and the Rat. Now, I've had the Alpex 4K, I've had a good few of them over the times, and this Zulus blows my mind with its clarity. Nothing compares to it. The daytime footage that you get is unreal. Don't get me wrong, a bit too much sunlight and it's hard to see, but that's the same with any digital scope. It even happens with glass, doesn't it? But yeah, if you're on the fence about an Arken Zulus scope, you won't read a bad thing about them. You might get the odd person say they don't like using the app, but this day and age, it's not hard to use an app, is it? You just go on it, put in your details and send it through. It's pretty simple, really. Right, enough waffle. Let's see if we find this crow. There you go. Nailed. Now it's gone. By the looks of things, it's deflected through him and into his chest. So it's, yeah, it looks like it's skimmed his wing and gone into here. But nice. There you go. Nice shot. Happy with that, because this is what the farmer wants. He wants to see a big pile of these rooks and crows. So if I can get them, I will do. And it's nice to be able to take them out from a bit further. So yeah, there we go. 210. That trailer you see. Just so, see my gun on it. Look. Perfect. Beautiful. well, it took a while after me walking around the farm, but that pigeon landed up. I thought my opportunity had gone, to be honest, but it just happened to hop down to a lower branch, so I took my shot while I could, but it's instant kill, as you could see. I'm going to get off soon. I've had a good session and the football's on tonight, so I won't mind watching that. I'm going to get some tea, spend some time with the kids. But all in all, a good session. I was going to go around with a Thai pan, but I've enjoyed this looking too much, so that'll keep for another day.